What if Earth swapped places with every planet? Welcome to Thinkovate. I'm Saad, and today we are stepping into a terrifying, mind-bending space experiment. What if Earth swapped places with every planet in our solar system? Would we survive? Would life still exist? Or would we be crushed, frozen, or burned alive? Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Mercury, Earth's new address in hell. Alright, first stop, Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. Now you might think, hey, we're moving closer to the Sun, maybe things will just get a little warmer, right? Wrong. This isn't a vacation, it's a death sentence. Mercury is an absolute nightmare. Imagine stepping outside and feeling the air around you turn to fire, because that's what would happen. Temperatures here can reach a scorching 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. But wait, there's more. Mercury has no atmosphere to hold heat, so when the sun goes down, boom, instant deep freeze, minus 180 degrees Celsius. That's colder than Antarctica's coldest recorded temperature. With no atmosphere to shield it, Mercury is fully exposed to the sun's brutal, unfiltered rays, turning the surface into a scorching wasteland. There's no air, no clouds, just pure, deadly radiation bombarding the planet every second. If Earth were here, its oceans would boil, its atmosphere would be stripped away, and all life would be wiped out in less than a day. But our journey isn't over yet. The next stop is even worse. If you thought Mercury was bad, meet Venus. Venus is hotter than Mercury, even though it's farther from the Sun. Why? Because Venus has the thickest, most hellish atmosphere in the solar system. A thick blanket of carbon dioxide traps heat like a pressure cooker. How hot? 475 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt lead, aluminum, even some types of steel. But it's not just the heat, it rains acid here. Imagine going outside and getting hit with raindrops that are literally sulfuric acid. And if the heat and acid rain weren't enough, Venus also has an atmosphere so thick it would crush you instantly. The pressure is 92 times greater than Earth's. That's like being 1 kilometer underwater. On Venus, Earth wouldn't just melt, it would be flattened. Moving on. Mars, Earth's only hope? Alright, after Mercury and Venus, Mars might seem like paradise, but is it really? Mars is called the Red Planet, and it actually has seasons, mountains, and ice caps. Sounds nice, right? Not so fast. The reality? Mars is brutally cold. The average temperature? Minus 63 degrees Celsius, colder than the coldest winter on Earth every single day. And if that wasn't bad enough, Mars has no breathable oxygen and deadly dust storms that last for months. But there is hope. With the right technology, we could terraform Mars, meaning we could change its atmosphere and make it livable. If Earth had to swap places with another planet, Mars is the only one where we might actually survive. But let's see what happens if we go even further. Jupiter, the gas giant of death. Okay, buckle up. Things are about to get terrifying. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. You could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. But here's the problem. You can't stand on it. Jupiter isn't a solid planet. It's just swirling clouds, crushing pressure, and violent storms. Jupiter has the Great Red Spot, a storm that's been raging for over 300 years. This storm is twice the size of Earth and has winds stronger than a Category 5 hurricane. And let's not forget gravity. Jupiter's gravity is 2.5 times stronger than Earth's. You wouldn't even be able to lift your own arm. Earth here, crushed, ripped apart, and swallowed by storms. On to the next one. Saturn, beauty and destruction. Saturn is gorgeous. Giant golden rings, beautiful clouds. It looks like a peaceful paradise. But it's just as deadly as Jupiter. Like Jupiter, Saturn has no solid ground. If Earth swapped places, we'd just sink into the planet and be crushed by the pressure. And those rings, they might look like smooth golden halos, but they're actually billions of chunks of ice and rock flying at thousands of miles per hour. One impact, Earth would be destroyed instantly. Looks can be deceiving. Let's go even further. Uranus and Neptune, the frozen giants. If you thought Mars was cold, welcome to the ice giants. Uranus, minus 224 degrees Celsius. Neptune, even colder. Earth here, frozen solid in seconds. And the winds? On Neptune, they reach 2,100 kilometers per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. The cold, the wind, the gas. Earth wouldn't just freeze, it would be ripped apart. Now for a tryst. Instead of swapping places with a planet, imagine Earth orbiting a gas giant like Jupiter or Saturn. The view? Absolutely breathtaking. But the reality? A nightmare. Jupiter's intense radiation would fry us within days, while Saturn's powerful gravity could tear Earth apart. But some moons in our solar system actually hold incredible secrets. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, has a massive underground ocean. Scientists believe it could hide alien life beneath its icy shell. Then there's Titan, Saturn's largest moon, where it actually rains and rivers carve through the landscape. But here's the catch, those rivers and lakes aren't made of water, they're liquid methane, a world where fire can't exist and one spark could trigger a massive explosion. If Earth were to become a moon, its fate would depend on where it landed. Would we find a way to survive, or would we just be a frozen, lifeless world drifting through space? Where could we survive? So, which planet could Earth actually survive on? The answer? Mars. It's cold, dry, and lifeless. But with the right technology, we might be able to make it work. Every other planet? Too hot, too cold, or just plain deadly. So, next time you look up at the stars, be grateful that Earth is exactly where it needs to be. Which planet would you want to live on? Tell me in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more space mysteries. See you in the next video.